All right, Grasshoppers, we are bringing the show to you from Edmonton today. We stopped by the truck stop and picked up Mel inside Edmonton.
Just goes to prove you can actually get a hat with a team logo on it.
Who sent
Is
you
that,
that?
is that an Edmonton Oilers shirt too with no sleeves on there? Tarps off?
Bone dry. It's freaking 85 degrees here. If I wasn't on the show, I'd be out golfing. But let's go ahead.
Who sent you the hat, Gretz?
Yeah, he signed it too. But then it got me thinking, like,
Oh, there's the breakthrough.
yeah, got me thinking, Tom.
Yep.
How many ex-Oilers were on the 94 Cup team?
For the Rangers? Craig McTavish.
The Rangers were on there.
5.
McTavish, Bukaboom, Graves, Messier.
There was 8 guys.
Yeah.
There were 8 ex-Oilers in that team?
Tikkanen.
Oh, that's right.
McTavish.
McTavish, Bukaboom, Lowe, what's his name? Kevin Lowe or Kelly Lowe?
Yeah, we said all.
Kevin Lowe. I think there was 8 of them. 8 or 9.
Okay, Mel, I know we got to do this as part of your contract. What are you wearing today?
Bone dry. It's 85 degrees here. I was going to go naked, but I thought better of it.
Yeah, good thinking.
Way
Yeah.
too much.
Good idea.
And then, of course, the watch matches the hat, Tom.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
What's with the no sleeves? Like, you go out in public with no sleeves like that?
Oh, shit, yeah. Freaking ripped. I'm ripped, man.
Like a desert fox?
I go to the gym every day. Remember that.
Yeah, I know you
Please
do.
spell that, Jay.
Well, speaking of the gym, I did the research on the sensors on the toilets.
Yeah. And
So apparently you might not be big enough or something. I don't know what it is. Little Johnny there. Because what happens is you break the sensor or the stream of light. And then once it's unbroken again, meaning you've left, then it flushes. So obviously little Johnny is breaking it briefly and then isn't.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad I missed the last couple of weeks. Wow.
Larry's concern was that he had gone to take little Johnny for a walk, and the toilet kept flushing on him. And this is a troublesome thing.
So little Johnny's in classroom, and the teacher says, if you people or you kids are feeling a little dumb or stupid, please stand up. And nobody stood up. And then teacher says, you guys all feel really smart. So little Johnny stands up, and the teacher says, well, little Johnny, why are you standing up? He said, I didn't want you to be all by yourself.
Oh my God, I love that one. I love it. Where was little Johnny when I was growing up?
You were probably little Johnny Gresh.
Listen to me.
Gresh, do you think we can tell? Gresh, do you think you can tell the joke? Let's think about this very carefully. The one you told me a while ago about the little boy going to school with the gambling issue.
What's that?
Remember the joke you told me about the little boy that went to school with the gambling problem?
I don't remember. Which one was it? Can't remember.
Okay, so the little boy goes to school with had quite a gambling problem. The father went to the teacher, the female teacher, and said, "Listen, little Johnny, he's got this gambling problem. You just keep an eye out for it." And so little Johnny went to school and see, this is where you might have to correct me. So he says to the teacher, I heard you got a tattoo on your ass. Can I see it? So the teacher, being outraged, just sends him down to the principal's office. And then at the end of the class, she goes down and she's intrigued. So she takes little Johnny in the room and shows him a picture of her tattoo on her ass. No, it shows that she doesn't have the tattoo on her ass. So she then calls the father up and says to the father, here's what your son did today. It was terrible. He goes, that little bugger, he bet me $100 that I was going to get to see the teacher's ass.
He bet $100. He bet $100 that he'd get to see the teacher's ass. He goes, he won. Like,
Oh my God.
Dave, we missed you. This is what happens when you go away.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
I got a newsflash for you too here. The front page of the USA Today.
Yep.
They're talking about how beer drinking is bad for you and all the problems that are caused by it.
beer drinking?
Yeah.
Too much backward driving?
Yeah. Well, it's the brain cells all mixed up.
What's bad about beer drinking?
What are the facts, Tom?
Well, Larry,
Larry?
drinking too much can harm your body. Here's how. And it goes into all the brain cells being destroyed. I, for one, don't necessarily believe that. I think you can refresh your brain cells by fasting. So as long as you fast, then you can drink all the beer you want.
You're a prime example, Tom.
Drink out of a flask.
Yes,
Oh,
that's right.
Well, I mean,
All right, I guess we got to cover this. The Scheifele hit last night. For people that didn't see it, Scheifele, the assistant captain for the Winnipeg Jets, late in the game, Evans from Montreal was going to go spin around the net and put the puck into the empty net to ice the game. And Scheifele, to his credit, was coming back as hard as possible to try to stop him and ran right over Mr. Evans, and they had to take him off the stretcher. So Scheifele got a 5-minute major, right?
yeah, you got a 5-minute major for charging in a game, right? So I saw. I guess he'll have a hearing.
Yep.
And he should.
And if he's having a hearing, he's guaranteed to get suspended, right? Isn't?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a minimum of 3 games if you have the hearing, isn't it? I think it's.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
let's back up. Let's back up a couple of weeks. Buchnevich, did you say his name?
Mhm.
Cross check that guy from Washington, right? Gets a game for that, right? Gets a game. What's his name? The bonehead there from
Vegas.
Vegas.
Reeves, the 2 games.
Crushes the goaltender, headlocks the guy, slams him down to the ground, knees him in the head, knees him again, kicks him, and gets 2 games. Now figure that one out.
And Kadri with his hit got 8 games. So
Yeah.
So if Kadri's getting 8 games for that hit, you look at Scheifele last night.
Well, Kadri's, repeat offender too, and I know there's a window that they're not supposed to, but I don't know the Reeves thing. That's a question. Does Colorado at this time of the year really need Reeves in lineup?
Vegas. Well, he does. He does try to intimidate people. Right? He does change the game. And that 4th line was their best line there up until that point. Like the rest of the team
down 7-1. How'd that work?
It was 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1. And they didn't touch the puck.
Well, I know. The game's changed so much, right? Who uses a player like that
Well,
anymore?
especially like
And
last
plus the
night.
decision, they went with Fleury. Fleury played great in the first series, and then they pulled him out and put Leonard in. So.
I just watched them last night. I mean, Vegas is tough enough. They don't, again, you're giving up a spot, a skill.
Yeah.
I think. Like, I'm all for the toughness and having a guy, well, especially during the regular season, more in the regular season. Did you get in a series against Colorado? I mean,
Well, you remember those old teams. I mean, those disciplined teams like Edmonton, Mel, you were there, and the Islanders. Discipline was one of the reasons they won. I mean, when games got out of hand, that's where you saw all the brawls. But they sucked it up and didn't take penalties.
right.
Oh. Yeah.
No,
So, Mel, what did you think of the Scheifele hit?
Good point, Dave.
What do you think? I think.
I think you think it's a clean hit.
You didn't watch the game. You fell asleep.
Yep. No, I watch the replay. I don't watch the games, but I watch replay. So now, okay, and I don't do any homework on this shit, as you know. Joel Edmondson from Montreal says, okay, Scheifele, we're going to make your life miserable now. So, I think it's a good hit. The kid, he wants to try and score a goal, but how much time was left? Under a minute?
Yeah.
So
Minute.
you might have wanted to just maybe stop behind the net and see what the hell was going on. Or I know it was a reaction, quick play, but I think it's a good hit. But the way they call things now, it's whatever.
Well, but that's a good point, Mel. Players nowadays think the rules are going to protect them, right? So they're doing things that put themselves, we wouldn't have done in the past, like not keeping your head up for that situation. He's got to know people are coming after him. So,
Well, we couldn't skate that fast either.
that's a good point.
Well, also too, like then when you see it live, you go, oh, wow, what a hit. Then when you see it 100 times slowed down, you go, oh, my God, the guy's dead. Right? I don't know. It's just, it is an unfortunate. Well, no, it's the way the game's called now. It's just, So Scheifele's coming back. He's going to see. You got to know he's pissed, right? They were off, and they're down 3-1 after 1, and it's a 7-game series, and he comes back and hits him, but he's going to get suspended. That's the bottom line, I think.
Yeah. Well, if he gets more in the game than we should have got more than 2 games.
Yeah. Again, and well, in that game too, that was it all started when Graves hit the kid. Who did he hit?
Yeah.
And then Pacioretty almost took somebody's head off.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I forgot. Of all people, right?
So
If you called all that shit from the start, you wouldn't have it.
well,
Let it
There's
go.
Ira.
No shit, Ira. Thank you. Hey, I don't know if you guys watch. Is Sean Avery's in New York somewhere? Do you watch any of his? My son watches him because for whatever. But he showed me what Sean Avery said, and the first thing he says was, "Keep your effing head up. It's the playoffs." You know, so
There's a good source of knowledge right there, Sean Avery.
everybody's got an opinion, Tom.
Yeah, good point.
You know, that's what they say. Like opinions,
That's
opinions like an ass. Everybody has one, right?
I knew you were going. How did we know that was coming out?
Somebody I knew that was going to.
It was quickly.
No, I listen. It's just,
When they argue with me.
no, the thing is, I listened to Paul Maurice after, and he didn't defend the hit so much as said it was just a heavy, hard hit at the time, and he also acknowledged that the league was going to look at it. So then I heard Edmondson's comment too, but he also said, the league will be looking at it. So does that mean if the league suspends him, then there's no more? See, I think if they had suspended Wilson for the game against the Rangers, that game, there probably would nothing happen that night.
We're gonna have to get the Ira a dictionary there. He's a hard time with spelling things.
Yeah. Gretchen.
Who the hell's Gretchen?
We're gonna call you Gretchen from now on, Gretchen.
Don't call me late for 5 o'clock.
Well, he's there to get Cruz a convertible at Costco after the show.
That's exactly where I'm going, Podwell. He's my best friend now, Podwell.
I get. Well, no, hold on.
Go to Costco after the show.
I get Ira there trying to correct himself. No, Ira, you messed up. Don't think we're gonna let it go. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that around here.
I'm taking you off Facebook, Ira.
So, Tom,
Yes, Mel.
do you miss rolling down the window on the, what do you call it, Denali?
Yeah.
And having your hair flow in the wind and
It's been a long time since that happened, Mel.
Actually, Mel, I have that window down all the time. I'll drive down 95. It's 30 degrees out. That window's down.
Yeah.
And I love the fact there's no hair.
you don't miss the flow, eh?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't trim my nose hair. I just
Something
flow
like
in
that.
hair now.
It's Father's Day. You
That
gotta
flight backfired.
get a groomer.
Yeah, I got one. I've got one. Mel, great pictures you sent me too there. The family, you and your wife hanging out on the couch. You see those, Dave?
Yeah, I did see those. That looks actually familiar, though. I'm identified with that. So the more I'm thinking about it, Mel and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And your tortoises look nice too. There's nice. You're showing those off. Thank you for sending those.
Yeah, no problem.
Speaking of we're talking about different things like this. If you were offered, right, $1 million, right, to go to a party and you had to invite somebody to that party and you knew guaranteed that person would have to be late, who would you invite? You understand it?
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah. So who's the person you guarantee is going to be late?
If you had
And you're
to
going to
invite
win $1 million.
somebody, the party started at 7. You go, okay, you got to be there at 7. And they get you. They said if whoever it is late, who would you invite to the party that you knew that was going to be late for sure because they come on their own time?
Well, somebody that Podwell thinks that Mel is, and I kind of tend to agree because it takes them a long time to get ready.
No, I would. Well, my wife, ex-wife Lori, I would invite her because if we go someplace for dinner, even now with the kids, we go to dinner like for whatever day, for birthdays and stuff. We all laugh, all the kids and myself laugh because we go, okay, the dinner's at 7, so we'll tell Mom 6, and she'll get there 7:15. We know it's only 15 minutes late now.
So what if you planned it differently, Ron? What if you told her it was at 6 and then you guys all showed up at 7:15?
She would be there at 7:15 then.
That's what cool. And then you guys just show up at 7:15.
There you go. That's why Tom has become a life leader. Like he sees through things and gets right to the point, Gresh.
Yeah.
That's the resolution. I would never thought of that.
Is Tom still on here? I thought that was a good.
Gretchen. Hey, Gretchen.
What's up?
So let's get right at it. Where's your juicer?
In the box.
At the store?
Correct again, Tom. See, well, you're right, Dave. There he goes again.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to look for one today, matter of fact.
Yeah.
David, did you get the flowers planted, or you were down in Florida, right? So
No flowers. No flowers. That'll get done when I send Larry's hat.
oh, I kind of felt like when you announced that you were getting the flowers, that was a guaranteed done deal.
Yeah.
There was no-
Well, we've been away for 11 days.
Right.
It's been raining.
Did Paula work while she was?
Paula.
Pamela.
Pamela. Yeah. Pamela.
That's better.
Pamela, Paula. Yeah. Well, she worked for a couple of days. Then she took 1 week off. So, but over the West Coast, it's nice over that part of the state.
Where were you?
Yeah, Boca Grande. Yeah, it was really nice. Right on the old the Gulf of Mexico. It was nice.
Oh.
Yeah. Quiet.
Yeah.
It was good. It was nice to come back to 45 degrees and rain. That was awesome.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
That's what I really like. I really like a cold rain. That really makes you feel good about things. A cold rain.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's terrible.
Because Mel can relate because it's 85. He's zooming us in on the weather on the West Coast.
I had a very strange sighting the other day.
Sagging? What was it? Was sagging? Your balls are sagging, or
It was what's that?
something was sagging?
Not sagging, sighting.
Oh, sighting.
Yeah, it was like you ever watch Mr. Tom's True Grit thing in the morning with his walk? You probably don't see it live, but you see it later on sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I almost fell off my chair. I was having a coffee, and I look up, and he didn't have a black shirt on. So I text him on that thing. I go, Tom, what do? Your laundry and you bleach one of your black black t-shirts? Because it
white.
It wasn't black. It was like
I don't know what I was thinking. It was really well. You see, Mel's wearing a black shirt all the time now.
No, it's blue. Oiler blue.
Oiler blue.
Oiler blue.
So
Have you got orange shorts on there?
no shorts.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Don't.
Okay, oh, that's right. Have you manscaped?
No.
You
Oh,
didn't
don't-
manscape before the show,
No.
and you got no
You
pants on.
No, don't stand up at all. Don't stand up then.
So Dave, I sent a lengthy email to Tom, no response. You know what for like 3 days. And then you know what he sends me a picture of? The sign that says Binney Park on it. What the hell has that got to do with my order?
What did you write me though?
My order from the Rangers. My hats and my toques and my
It had nothing to do with me. It's those other two guys.
I sent it to you because I have a new phone and I lost Ron's email and I never ever had Dave's email. So you're supposed to forward it.
I got a new phone. I've heard that story before. I've got a new phone and I lost the email. But
I use that all the time.
Yeah, you lose it. So, anyways, Tom, what beach do you walk on in the morning at 2 a.m?
Todd's Point, but I don't get to Todd's Point till 6.
Till 6.
Yeah, the first walk's just around my neighborhood.
So the sun is up at 6, right?
Yes, correct. It is now.
Okay, so you can see what's going on there.
Yes, would like to send you a video.
Well, so my roving reporter, Wang Chung,
Not
was
Mike
on-
Fusano.
yeah, he was on the beach and he's seeing crabs. Thousands of crabs are now mating on your little Todd's Point beach.
Not
Tom
allowed.
was there, then. Tom was there for sure.
Yeah,
No.
Tom was walking there. So, and one of the crabs was tagged. It came from Maryland, 300 miles away. The roving reporter's never wrong. So there's thousands of crabs. So Tom, just be careful with crabs, okay?
I will. I don't think there's any crabs. Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but Greenwich wouldn't allow crabs at the beach,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they might sneak over from Stanford, though.
That's true.
Come up from Portchester or somewhere like that.
Yeah. So, Mel, then, so if you didn't manscape, then you didn't lube?
No,
Oh, wow.
one day without it.
So totally you're not prepared at all for today.
I golfed yesterday, so I used a whole shitload of suntan lotion. It was 90 yesterday or 92 yesterday.
So what the heck does that have to do with being prepared for the show?
So did you shoot less than 90 or over 90?
I birdied the first par 3. I was 5 over on the par 3s after that. So I shot an 89. Should have shot an 82 or 83. Easy. But what the point was, I lubricated yesterday. I don't need to lubricate today.
Well, I didn't know where you were going with that. I didn't know you did.
Suntan lotion is lubrication, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Well, guess it is. Gresh, what's happened with the Nook there? How's that doing?
Pardon? The Nook's doing good.
What's on there today? What do you got going on?
A bag over there. I don't know. The kids are. My daughter made dinner last night. My 16-year-old daughter. She made dinner. She chopped up potatoes, chopped up
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgie. She made an unbelievable peppers and everything else. So I said to her, I said, "Can you make that for me today?" She goes, "I don't like to eat that 2 days in a row." I go, I didn't ask you to make it for yourself. I asked you to make it for me because I like that. So we're going to go to Costco after the show. And are we leaving 20 minutes early today, Tom, because you're so busy?
10 minutes early.
Oh,
I have a Zoom call I have to do. Sorry.
oh,
And Dave's had his turn to miss. Mel just shows up when he wants.
oh.
Gresh, you wander off the screen sometimes.
I'm gonna leave, if you're leaving at 22, I'm going to leave at 21-2.
Okay.
Because really, if you're leaving, there's no sense us being on here because you're going to, unless you leave us on. We don't need you, Tom.
That's a nice compliment. Nice compliment right there. That's nice. You,
I was thinking the same thing, Gresh. You're fading away to nothing there, bro.
Well, no. What I didn't do, I'm not losing weight, but thank you, Deb. Thank you very much. I'm just buying bigger clothes.
Not true. Not true. You're looking slim and trim.
I'm even doing some of that Tom's fasting, which is I don't know. I think the whole thing about the beer, like my brain is way better now than it was a year ago.
Totally. It shows.
And I you can see that. Well, one thing I do feel bad for is I feel bad for all the junior hockey players in Canada. This year, no Memorial Cup. You know, they canceled the playoffs out west. I guess there was no hockey in Ontario at all, right?
Right.
And Quebec had it a little bit, but I mean, can you imagine, like, years ago, your last couple of years or last year junior, and you're kind of like.
Well, Gus, did we ever get the answer to your question about who'd be late for sure? Dave, did you answer the question? Or you're getting yourself in trouble if you say?
Who are like for?
If we answered Gresh's question about who's going to be late, you pick somebody that's going to be late.
Make $1 million. Who would you invite to a party that you knew was going to be late for sure?
I don't know.
Don't say your wife because you're still married. Go to somebody else. Go to anybody else, Dave. Go to anybody else. You can use one of my ex-wives if you want, but you can't use yours.
Oh, well, Duke kind of runs his own time, doesn't he?
Duke, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Duke kind of runs his own time.
He'd be the runner-up for sure.
How about if you're guaranteed you're going to get somebody that is grouchy? Who would you pick?
Oh, well, there's only 2 people I know that are like that. One's on this show, and one is your ex-roommate.
We should have a whole show dedicated to talking about Kotze.
No, Kotze's a good guy. Leave him alone before he.
Oh, I didn't say he's not a good guy.
No, I know, but just he's Kotze's Kotze. Okay, what's next?
Where is he living?
In a big body.
That's good. Good. I wish my wife would line the car. I actually had the car in for service the other day, so she could do that. That'd be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring that up though.
Gresh, how's the freezer doing there? You get anything on it, or is it cleaned? It's cleaned off. Nice.
Clean as your head, Tom. Cleaner than your head, I should say.
Probably is, yeah.
Okay, good. What else? Anything else you want to know about the Nook? I'm moving my thing over there next week, so I won't be in this location anymore.
You got the new truck?
Yeah. Stay away from it too. Don't try to go over there.
I've been tempted to go look at it to see inside, but I thought that's kind of rude.
What kind of truck do you get, Gresh?
Got a Chevrolet Silverado.
Nice.
Nice big white one. Ooh.
Yeah, big white one with 4 doors, and I figured that if I can't live in here anymore, I can just move in there and join the YMCA and go shower there. It's big enough.
Yeah.
David, you're still working at the liquor store, right?
Yep.
Oh.
In there Monday, actually. I was in there, opened it up, worked till 3.
How was the consumption level? Is it
Not too
dropped
bad.
off?
No, it's not too bad. I mean, that last year for that business was, really good because nobody was going out. And,
You have Josh.
I like it. Huh?
Do you have Josh White Wine? Is it called Josh?
Josh, Josh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I'm coming. When you're done, you're just.
Mel, do you
Yeah.
drink wine?
What do you
You're,
want? Gresh, I'll tell you what. I'll go over there, pick something up, and drop it off.
No, I'm coming up there to get it. Don't worry about it. Let me know when you're working next. Just send
We
me
do. You know what? We do need to go up to the store while Dave's working there.
I want to go buy a case of wine, and like I like to have a glass of white wine once in a while, or a bottle or two when I'm sitting around by myself.
Mel, do you drink white wine?
No, I don't drink wine at all.
You drink that rosé stuff, right? That pink stuff.
I don't drink wine. What part about no don't you understand?
What,
That's the little area that we love. Oh, there we go. Back there.
You need wine, right, Mel?
Pardon?
Why would you need wine? You don't need wine. You drink vodka.
there's no whining anyways. Whining about his knee. And how is your knee anyways?
There's many varieties of beer that I can consume, Tom. That's all I need. Thanks.
Okay.
And like I said, I went online trying to find that Arret shit that you drink.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's available in Canada.
Probably not.
Arret?
What's that? Is that the tequila or vodka?
Yes. Yes, it's tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My little buddy at the liquor store goes to all these conferences and everything about alcohol. He claims it's the healthiest alcohol.
So there's a red horse on it, green horse, blue horse. What does that all mean?
I'll send you a picture of it.
No, I saw it online.
Oh.
So I'm asking you, as the guru of tequila, what is the redhead?
it probably has to do with the aging, right, Tom? The Blanco, Añejo, and Reposado. The Añejo I think the Añejo is the one that's distilled and cast longest.
Oh yeah,
It's usually the most expensive one.
Redhead.
Yeah. I started. I never drank gin, so started drinking gin and tonics. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Never ever had gin ever. It's pretty good.
Gin's good.
I would have to pick the difference with you, Dave, because I think over the years we probably had a couple didn't remember back in the 70s.
Could be.
Yeah.
What's amazing, he said you order gin and people look at it like, whoa.
Remember Chauncey's in Long Beach?
Chauncey's?
Chauncey's, remember Chauncey's?
Yeah, I remember Chauncey's. Great.
I think we didn't know what we were drinking there.
Yeah. But some people say, oh, gin, that makes you crazy. Well, like anything can make you crazy if you drink a bottle of it.
Yeah.
Of course, gin and tonics or tequila. I like tequila just straight, chilled a little bit.
Nice. Yeah. Like these new tequilas, they're like that. Like you sip on those, yeah.
Yeah, tequila's good. I like tequila and a little chaser of Amstel Light or something like that,
Mel, you ever drink tequila?
only when I'm. No, I don't. I don't like it. I had to. I told you after golf last week. I mixed it with the lemonade. So tequila and lemonade, straight.
Nice.
Very not very often. So
That's nice. That's a good drink.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Tequila and lemonade. Is that good? Tequila and lemonade?
Yeah, very good.
It's good. We didn't have. Tom said drink pineapple juice. We didn't have any, so I had lemonade. Wally Mart lemonade.
Does that cheer you up when you drink, Mel, or do you get what's kind of a?
I'm by myself, so no one can tell, Tom.
And you're probably in a better mood because you're by yourself, right? You don't like people.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. You never drink unless you're alone or by yourself.
No problem.
I'm outside. Like I said, it's yesterday I golfed and it was 92 degrees out. So I plug in the mini Google Home speaker thing, right? That I actually was able to download all by myself, which is amazing because technology to me is completely stupid. So I'm listening to a little Limp Biscuit, and all the windows are open. So she comes down. You know who she is. She comes down and says, "What are you listening to that shit for?" I said, "Well, I'm outside by myself, just me and the dog. Can I not listen?" So she slams all the doors shut, and I say to it, because you can talk to the damn thing, right? I said, it was only on volume 5, so I said, "Hey Google, volume 10." Then the neighbors are yelling at me, "Turn the shit down." I said, "You guys haven't heard of Limp Bizkit or Rage Against?"
They yelled at you. You're Larry Melnick.
I've heard of a Limp.
I know them all, right? So,
Oh, and let's get something straight. Rochelle would not swear.
well, she just shakes her head and says, "Where did you
Yeah,
come
but you said
from?"
she swore. Like that's stuff. She would swear.
So that picture that Tommy posted, was that after all of this, or was that
Yeah, but
just
no, we don't have a big couch. We have a love seat, Dave. We only have love in the house. Just
we can tell that. Oh, it's full of love.
a love seat.
Love
No,
seat.
flex those arms for us.
no, it looked very loving. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Jesus.
Love seat and
Nice.
love seat and hallway sex. That's all they have in that house.
We shake hands. We shake hands before we go to bed. We go to our separate rooms, and everything's good.
Separate corners.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was funny.
Don't say that.
What else you want to know?
Did you make any meals? Were you gonna have a family meal?
Oh, so yesterday, whilst I'm listening to Limp Bizkit and Rage Against the Machine and Disturbed, and who's the other band I really like now? Oh, Rob Zombie, unbelievable. So, anyways, she says you got to turn the stupid speaker down because I made hamburgers and I'm going to barbecue them. So I just sat there and drank my beer, and she was cooking. Is that okay?
Sure. As long as Rochelle's okay, that's
Yeah.
all we care about.
So she made the hamburger, and you want to know something? I usually make the hamburgers, but she made them. They were so juicy; it was unbelievable.
Right. Nice.
It's nice.
Did you have your French fries with them or anything, or
Nope, just a hamburger. No sides, no nothing.
what kind of bun?
Whole wheat.
Whole wheat.
Yep.
You better off with maybe going like take the top off the bun.
Yeah. Sometimes we do lettuce, but yesterday I just said, "Hey, you know what? I just walked because Tom, a golf course is 160 acres, maybe 166 acres. You walk 7.42 miles in 92-degree heat. I think I was, the body wanted something fulfilling, so I had 17 beers and one hamburger.
You definitely can't cook after all
You're a
that.
machine.
Yeah.
You are a machine. I'll tell you that. David, have you golfed much lately? You probably golfed down in Florida, right?
Did. And I quit like 6 times.
On one round, or
Said, why am I wasting my time doing this? And then I wake up the next day and so I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? So I'm going to play again. So
So, do you really enjoy golf?
I do.
Oh. But you torture yourself a little bit, right?
Pardon me?
You torture yourself a little bit, right?
Not,
Because
not so much anymore. Really, not so much anymore. If I don't feel like, which is most times I'm going to keep score.
Huh?
Just you gotta walk around or hit.
You just
I don't feel like playing a hole.
do a fake score like Mel does.
Huh?
Do a fake score like Mel does. I shot 89.
Yeah.
What's your handicap, Mel? What's your handicap?
Now, probably 12, 13.
Okay. Do you know that
Personality is his handicap.
if you're 12 or 13, that makes it what, 85?
Yep.
Basically, if you count every shot from tee to on the first hole to the putting the ball in the hole on the 18th hole, at 13 or 14 handicap, you shouldn't be able to break 90. Legitimately,
Oh gosh, I forgot. How's your cats?
they're good. They're good. They're going home today. They're going back to their moms.
Oh,
They're over
I
here.
thought they were going back last week.
They did. They came back for a day. Now they're going back.
They liked it that much.
Can we can't talk about them because I don't want to say things that I'll regret.
You want me to I think there's a list already out there, guys.
Like,
That'll give Tom all the reason not to talk about it.
my love for animals has vanished. Like I had this one little dog called Pepperoni. It was like a long nosed little, what do we call it? And it was the greatest dog. It was like He died of cancer. I didn't want any more animals after that. I felt so bad for her. You know, you wake up one day, the dog is good. And next morning, you wake up and the dog's like peeing on herself. Can't do anything. Got cancer. You feel too bad. Like you know, they can't. Well, that dog could talk to me, so I knew she wasn't feeling good. But most of them can't.
The dog talk to you
Yeah, all the time.
in a certain language, or is it English?
Well, it doesn't matter what kind of language it was. I understood it. You know, if I don't have to tell you, I mean, if I tell you, then you'll know. Then you'll start talking to the dog.
Right. Mel, did your cat talk to you, Mel?
All the time.
What does it say? You're wonderful, or anything like that, or I love you, or
They have their own personality. Like they're smart. They can learn up to about 350 or 400 words. You know that, Tom?
Who's that? Who can do that?
is this a fact? Or are you making this up?
No, I don't make shit up, Tom. You know, everything's factual.
It's like turtles. Turtles the same way, right? Like
Yeah.
You call a turtle, it just takes. You know, they don't get it quite as fast. It takes
Takes a little longer for them to come,
Yeah.
right?
turtles. You know,
Yeah, they're carrying that big shell and stuff. So
the turtle's 40 feet away. It's going to take a little while to get to you, but you know, it'll get there.
Mel, how's the vaccine situation there? Like 2 years in between the vaccines now, or what? In Canada.
No, we're a little bit behind supposedly because of supply. So I got mine on Sunday finally.
You sure both of them you got?
No, just one. I took my time. I didn't see any need to do it because we won't really need 2 vaccinations until we have to actually travel. So when you guys tell me in September that I need to be to New York, I'll get my vaccine. So they say it's supposed to be 2 months in between. They want to get it done within the first shot. Then about 2 to 3 weeks later, you should get the second shot. We're all done. And I think we're at, don't quote me, 60%. 60% of 38 million.
Mel, it's like a third world country there. I mean, there's only 38 million people in Canada.
What did I just say, Tom? Supply shortage.
Maybe you're.
I mean, it's not a third world country though.
Supply shortage. Hey, do I have to blame the Frenchie that's running the country again?
Yeah, maybe not. Who's that, Gresh? Somebody ringing the bell?
Chloe.
We haven't talked about Chloe in a long time.
What about Sir James? Has anybody talked to Sir James Patrick?
He's disappeared.
It's smoking hot in Winnipeg right now. It's like 100 degrees there. So he's probably sweating outside building a shed or.
I don't think he sweats. I don't think James sweats.
That's true. Probably not.
Yeah.
Or he's got his people to be building a shed or a deck or something.
He's too good for that. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah. He's a white hat, not a white hat is a manager or whatever.
Dave got any little projects planned around the house, or what's going on?
Not really.
He's got back to vacation. Leave the guy alone, for God's sakes. It's like just,
Well, he doesn't like to sit still.
I cleaned out the garage, the gym, kind of washed the floors and stuff yesterday. So that looks, at that. So had a bunch of errands to do when I got back. I got my blood work done yesterday. I have a physical on Monday. So
hold on here. Hanging with the Rock in Harrison. What is that?
Oh, with Rocky. He's hanging with Rocky and Harrison. He's in New York.
Oh, he's in New York. Oh.
Thanks for calling us. Yeah.
When you get the band-aids off your fingers, Jeep, give me a call.
Let's get this straight. He's hanging out with little Rocky.
Yeah.
Like about 5 miles away from here. And he doesn't call us.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Oh, that's awful. Mel, you wouldn't do that, would you?
No.
See, I would want you to not call me, but no, I'm kidding. That's not true. I take that back. I can't believe that. We can't just sit here and accept that, right?
No, something's got to be done about that.
Yeah.
Well, you got to, maybe just give him a chance to kind of, maybe there's something up. Maybe he and Rocky have something going on that he doesn't want, to know about.
Maybe they got a room with only one bed in it. Who knows?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay, that was the next question. How long you been here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you call before you're coming, though?
Yeah.
Because it's charged probably long distance fee.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, that's just not. There's no. Dave, I appreciate you trying to be the voice of reason.
Don't answer your phone.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Wow, that hurts.
I know, like, God,
In,
go see the doctor, the stitches taken up, stitches in my back.
in Sir James's defense, the call from Canada to the States is probably $2 a minute.
It is not.
You call collect.
Oh, call collect, yeah.
When was the last collect phone call you took? Holy cow.
Sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, so Jeep's in town. That's good.
No, it's
Dave.
not. Dave, don't try to.
David, your wife works for Amazon, right? I
Yeah.
get these calls from somebody from somewhere about like Amazon is charging to my credit card, right?
Right.
And I know it's a bunch of big.
Yeah, right.
Here to be with him, them, the them.
They're not
Here,
really.
not just the medical issues. Here to be with him, the them.
Who's the Rock?
It's our little big mouth buddy. What? Here to be with him, the them.
Oh boy.
Maybe Ira wrote that for him.
Oh, Ron Jameson. Yeah, same thing.
Anyway, I get these calls from Amazon going like, somebody charged something to your card from Dayton, Ohio, right?
Yeah.
I got 2 of them this morning. I go, really? I string them on.
Pick up.
They never call you like that. They don't. It's not Amazon. It's just they sound like they're from India or something because they're like, have a little bit of a speech problem. But I'm like, I'm gonna hunt you down, and then say a couple other things,
Right.
and then they hang up, and they call back an hour later. Like they think, what do you think? I forgot who it was? Somebody charged the iPhone on your Amazon account for $999.
Yeah.
That's good. They must use your own credit card. My credit cards are only good for $300.
Ira's just taking some liberties here. He's now called Jeep JP. Like, what is that?
Well, he's part of the group, I guess now.
Yeah, but nobody. James has to be called James. Well, maybe not after this. We call James something different. But
We'll call him
Big
later.
Jim-
Let's
Big
call him
Jim's
later.
first camper.
Call him later. Call Jeep later. It's called Jeep later now. Call him later. Like, oh, we'll call you later.
Yeah.
So Dave, you went down to Florida for 11 days just for a little holiday. Did you?
Yeah.
Book a
Well,
hotel, and did Pamela book the hotel through Amazon? Or?
No. We visited and stayed with Pamela's mother and father.
Ah,
Yeah. Steve and Regina.
Dave, you cannot call your wife Pamela.
Oh, wow. I know. I can. She's not in the house today, so I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
how far is that place from Larry Podwell?
Where
Oh, yeah.
where's the
Podwell's in Naples, I think.
Nipples.
Podwell's in Naples?
Yeah.
We were south of Naples, about an hour.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice.
That almost down to close to going down towards the Keys.
Yeah. We were at the Gasparilla Inn. Had a nice 18-hole golf course right on the Gulf. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice. I like that. That's
The old Florida, old South feel to it. It was beautiful.
So when you go down there, the flights, you have to have a mask.
Mhm.
And-
Yeah. We flew into Orlando, and then my in-laws are in Vero Beach. They're in a golf community there, and then we drove west over to the West Coast. It was about 3.5 hour drive.
East Coast. All right, Podwell.
We'll nail it down there, Podwell. You get the whole East Coast. There you go.
It's a small beach.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was good. It was good. The wind was blowing. We were playing 16 holes have water in my in-laws place, and the wind was blowing about 50 miles an hour. So I lost about 50 balls.
Well,
And after 6 holes, you quit, right?
Yeah. After that, I stopped counting.
well, if it was hot out and it's nice water, why don't you just jump in and retrieve a few?
That's my favorite club now is my ball retriever. Got
Yeah.
one for Christmas. My son gave me one. That's my
That
favorite.
works the best.
Yeah, it is. It works the best. And you can always tell what kind of course you're playing on by what type of balls you found.
Yeah.
You know, the high class places, you get the higher class balls. You go to the ones that aren't good balls that I usually play with.
Yeah, well,
So anyway, it was good. It was fun. Really going it through thick and thin. And my
That sounds
brother.
like a lot of fun, that golf.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Tom, it's like this.
relaxing. Dave,
Compare it to like trying to play the perfect hockey game, which we never did.
That's right.
It's a challenge. It's competitive. You go out, you hit the ball. When you hit a good shot, or you would never. You take a good slap shot, or you shoot the puck good, or you a good hit.
no, Mel, that just doesn't happen like that either. So keep going. Find something else.
The
Okay, so
adrenaline,
you go to some place where you got all these rules. You got to pull your pants up to your nipples.
that needs to be lacked. Yeah, the only thing I don't agree with is guys that come in with tank tops or jeans on. Other than that, I go to a private club here. Even before I open my frickin' door, the guy comes with a sheet in a golf cart and he says, "What time is your tee time, sir?" I said, "I haven't even got out of the fucking car yet. Can you just let me get out of the car?" Like, come on. So that needs to be toned down a bit. And
You're
so,
just being efficient.
Yeah, like all the golf etiquette and everything is just like.
oh, it's bullshit. But it's understood. So they're trying to, soften up on some of the stuff. But anyways,
all the stuff they can't talk when they're hitting the ball. What is that all about?
well, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because the 16th hole at Waste Management's got guys, 30,000 people screaming, and these guys are worried about a camera in the back of their swing. Suck it up, Buttercup. Anyways, just on that note, men at 26 play football. Men at 40 play tennis. Men at 60, like us, play golf. You notice every year, your balls get a little smaller.
My oldest daughter's here.
Hi, Georgia.
It's Gia. Syracuse bound.
There she's down. Go Orange.
Syracuse. This is Dave, Mel, and Tom.
I don't know if I've met any of them.
You're good for you. You're lucky girl. Dad. Dad. I played with all these guys, not with them.
I really don't get that relevance to that, Mel. Like
We're talking about balls. Gresh was talking. You said at the beginning of the show. See, do you forget already?
no, I just I've just
You were,
missed.
talking, you were talking about Ron's balls at the beginning of the show.
I was not talking about his balls. What are you talking about?
That's good.
Was I?
Yep.
What did we say about his balls?
Ron,
What happened?
What did we say about your balls?
is it time to go now? 10-2.
I got
Gotta
3
go.
minutes.
How much?
3 minutes.
Who was
Mel, I'm
the
sorry, Mel, do you have any homework that you got done?
No, I'm done. Thought we're off the air.
You didn't bring any homework today at all.
No.
who was the golfer that was on Johnny Carson, and his wife was on there and asked him what the good luck was
Oh,
before.
kiss his balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Miller, I think. It was Johnny Miller's wife, I think.
What's that?
I think it was Johnny Miller.
Yeah, I think it It must take you a long time to get to the golf course. Only Johnny Carson could deliver that though.
Yeah, he was good. He was great.
There's been some dandies on that show.
Yeah, he was great. I liked him.
You know the one with what was the very famous actress? She was sitting there, and I just gets a little carried away. She had the cats in her lap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
remember that.
the second worst word in English language.
Think about what that would be, so figure it out.
Yes,
I'm not gonna-
yes, we got it. I remember that actually. Yep. All right, guys, we got to cut it short. Sorry about that. We missed 10 minutes. Mel, you were fantastic today. Dave, great to see you.
See you, boys.
Gresh.
Till next time.
Yeah,
Fade.
Everybody, next week.
Dave, just send me the address. I'm coming over to get a case of wine next couple
All right.
days.
James
All right.
Patrick, don't call us. Don't call us, James.
Yeah, my phone's broke.
Yeah.
My phone's broke.
Tom.
That's